I would like to show you a trick to shading intersections versus unions. In Venn diagrams, you can see that there's a big difference between set A intersecting set B versus set A with the union of set B. Let's look at some intersection problems. So let's examine the familiar problem of A intersection B. We can also write this as A and B. So the trick over here is to draw a hatch pattern on A and a hatch pattern on B. So here I've drawn a hatch pattern on A, and I'm going to do the same thing on B, but I'll do it in a fresh rectangle over here. It is very important that you draw this hatch pattern exactly 90 degrees opposite to the first one. If the first one was vertical, then the second B will be horizontal. To illustrate this properly, I've drawn them on two different rectangles in two different Venn diagrams. What will it look like if I merge them together? When we merge those two Venn diagrams together, we can see that the vertical and the horizontal lines will meet in the middle over here and form a grid. This grid is the resulting intersection of A and B, and it will look like this Venn diagram here. Now we could try doing something a little bit more challenging, and that means the intersection of A with B dash. B dash meaning the complement of B, and B complement means everything except B. Firstly, we'll draw the hatch pattern vertically on A. And now I'm going to draw the horizontal hatch pattern on everything that is not B. So the intersection is going to be found in this area over here where we formed a grid. And the result can be seen here on the right hand side. So how do we go about drawing the union of A and B? Union also means A or B. Similarly as before, we will use vertical or horizontal lines to hatch set A. I have decided to use the horizontal lines over here. Now, in shading the union, it is really important that when we start shading the B set, we also use the horizontal lines. So horizontal lines go throughout the Venn diagram. So what I mean is that if we started drawing vertical lines, then we would also keep on doing vertical lines for set B. In our case, the result will look like this. And so the resultant union will be shaded in this section and in this section and in this section. Now again, let's do something a little bit more challenging, and this time it would be set A with the union of the complement of set B. Once again, everything in set B, everything but set B. So we'll start by shading set A, and again I'll use the horizontal lines for set A, and when I shade set B complement, I will also use horizontal lines, but this time it'll be in everywhere except set B. So B complement now has been shaded here, are everywhere except B. These lines over here are part of set A shading. And the result is that we must shade everything that was in set A and B complement. And this will mean that the outside gets shaded, set A segment gets shaded, and this also gets shaded. And the only thing that's clean is this part over here. I hope that this technique was a useful one for you. So please put a like on it if you thought it was useful for you, and subscribe to my channel so that you may get more of my presentations.